So, we all love a great Instagram story. Why the heck not? They're quick, fast-paced, you get some pictures, you get some videos, it's a good time. But the sad thing is that they only last 24 hours and then they're gone forever. No more. Content lost. Or is it? No, it's not. Stories are actually archived in your Instagram account forever. And you can go back and look at them personally, but they're not public. None of your followers can see them, but you have them there at least. And Instagram has this nifty little feature called highlights that you can save all of your stories into albums of sorts. And that way, all your followers can see them on your profile and watch old stories that are kind of neatly packaged into a little album for them, like a storybook. These highlights are amazing because you get to save these stories and put the best content or the best stories that you've ever made on your profile to stay there forever. And I believe that you can have up to 100 stories in one highlight, and you know what it really does is it just keeps people on your profile for a longer period of time. And if you watch any of my other Instagram videos, you know that that is the key to the algorithm. Keeping people engaged on your profile for as long as possible. Instagram loves that shit. So let's cue that intro and then we will dive right into how to make these highlights eye-catching and really hook people into watching all of them. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I'm Keegan from FLOOFY Studios. If you have no idea what that is, make sure you go check us out on Instagram at FLOOFY Studios for your daily dose of heckin' cute doggos. Also, before we get into all this highlight drama that I'm building up, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button so that you don't miss our next videos. So prior to that intro, I talked briefly about what a highlight is. And if you were still unsure, it is a place to save your stories on your profile so that your followers can see them at any point in time. So first, let's talk about what we can make these highlights out of, how we can make them intriguing, what we should be saving, and then we'll get into actually how to make them. So your highlights will be very different if you are running a business or a personal account. For me, as a business, I like to share behind the scenes. I have some of my own dogs to give people kind of a personal touch to the business. I do my YouTube channel up there and booking online. Things that are going to be relevant to your business. Information is great. If you have a clothing company, you could put like a size chart up there. Things that people would be searching for but are just too lazy to click on your website link, which is most people. Also, adding your prices up there is really, really great as well. Okay, and if you have a personal account, this is going to be totally different because you're not trying to sell anybody anything. You're just trying to produce some entertaining content for your followers. Some ideas for your personal Instagram are your favorite grooming tools, your favorite dog parks, basically any kind of information that you'd like to share with other dog moms. You could share like special trips, so you could put Tofino, like we went to Tofino, and then all the stories from that trip you took. All of the puppy highlights, so if you got a puppy and you've shared all of those stories and those pictures, but now he's full grown and they're all the way down at the bottom of your grid and the stories are long gone. But hey, you have a highlight and you can save all of your puppy stories in there so that when people come, they can go back and look at how freaking cute your doggo was when he was just itty bitty. So that starts you off. I have tons and tons of ideas. If you guys have any more, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to check them out. Just tag your Instagram. I would love to check that out as well. We'll just check it all out. Moving on. Okay, so we've got some ideas, we've got the ball rolling, but how do you make these highlights? Well, the best course and easiest course of action is to go into my very best friend Canva, which is a free design software that is just online. You don't have to download it. It's so freaking easy to use, it's not even funny. So go to Canva, Google that shit, or you can actually download the app on your phone as well. It has a bunch of different things that I'm not going to get into because it's a deep hole to dive into. But let's just talk about highlights for now. Go up to create a design. Click that, click on Instagram post. Then you have a blank canvas of a very white square. At this point, you have a blank canvas, quite literally a blank canvas. What do you want to put on this to make your highlight? There's so many different things. For me, I like to keep it really simple. My profile is all bold, bright, beautiful colors. So what I did was I made each highlight a different color that is similar to what is on my grid. I picked a tiny little symbol, made it white, and I put it in the middle there. So if you're going this route of using a symbol, it makes most sense to choose something that is relevant to the highlight, of course. For example, my behind the scenes highlight, I used a camera. For my reviews highlight, I did 5 stars. I have an RV highlight because we're going on a cross-country road trip tour. It's not joke. Very excited. I use an RV symbol and so on. It would be the same for your personal account. If you're doing a grooming highlight, then you do grooming symbol or like a comb, anything that's relevant to what the highlight is actually about. Give people an idea, you know? So you have your blank canvas, change the color on that bad boy. The square is going to be in the upper left, on the upper left hand of the page. Click that color box and change it to whatever color you want. So let's just do blue for example's sake. And let's say we are going to be making a behind the scenes highlight. So now I'm going to go into elements here, click on elements, type in camera, and then we have an assortment of different camera symbols to choose from. I'm going to choose this one, make the color white, adjust it the size accordingly, and bam, you have your highlight. Super, super simple. This is my style, but it might not necessarily be yours, so you could also do some sort of printed backdrop, like a marble or camouflage, tie-dye. It doesn't really matter. Whatever kind of branding you're trying to go for, do that. Definitely not a marketing page here, so whatever you think looks best, you just do what your heart desires. Some other different design techniques are doing something consecutive across the highlights because they show up in a row on your profile. You could do each circle as a letter of your dog's name so that when you're looking at the profile, it spells Remy or it spells Frank. And it's kind of just fun and different. If you don't want to go searching for symbols all the time, it's kind of nice and easy. The downside to that is that you would pretty much have to come up with the number of highlights that is in your dog's name for it to make any sense. So that might be tricky if you don't have that many ideas for them yet. Another idea is just picking your favorite photo of your dog or a couple different photos of your dog and adding them to the highlight that way. Or, you know, a highlight or a photo of anything else for that matter. Okay, but we've made our highlight cover. We have this beautiful picture that is going to just make our highlights pop and have our profile stand out. But how the heck do we actually get them on the highlights in Instagram? Well, I have a trick for you guys. You do not have to post it to your story to make it your highlight cover. That's just weird. What you're gonna do, what are you gonna do? What you're going to do is go to your Instagram page, tap and hold down on your highlight, click edit highlight, and then you will see a cover page. Click edit cover and a box will come up. You can click on the photo gallery to go to all of your photos saved and click your highlight. You can adjust its size accordingly and bam bam chicken and ham. You're good to go. Your highlight cover is saved. Just that easy. And that is pretty much it, guys. Now you have some pop-in highlight covers to make your account stand out amongst the others. If you are looking for any more Instagram tips for your dog's Instagram, make sure you go check out those videos. I have a whole playlist on tips for your dog's Instagram, so make sure you go check it out. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as well as subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow us on Instagram because it is jam-packed with tons of hella cute dogs. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.